Good morning, students. So in today's class we'll solve the third main question of the exercise 3.3. So the third main question, it is form the pair of linear equations for the following problems and find their solution by substitution method. So now in the first sub question, it is the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other, find them. So see here. So he says the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. So we don't know both the numbers now. So I consider the first number as x and the second number as y. So see here, let the first number which is equal to, let the first number is equals to x and the second number which is equals to y, and the second number which is equals to y. So now according to the question, so see here, the difference between the two numbers is 26. That means x minus y, which is equals to 26. I call this as equation number 1. Then one number is 3 times the other number. One number means it is x. X is 3 times the other number. So it is x which is equals to 3 times y. I call this as equation number 2. So now substitute equation 2 in equation number 1. Substitute equation 2 in 1. So now see here, in place of x I have to write 3y. So it is 3y minus y, which is equals to 26. So now 3y minus y will be 2y, which is equals to 26. Now y which is equals to 26 divided by 2, y which is equals to 13. So we have got the value of y. So what is y here? It is the second number. Now substitute y equal to 13 in equation number 2, we get the value of x. So here put y is equals to 13 in equation 2. So x which is equals to 3 into 13. So now x is equals to 39. X is equals to 39. 13 into 3, it is 39. So this is the value of x. So we have got the value of x as well as y. So these are the two numbers. At the end we have to write. Therefore first number x is equals to 39 and second number y which is equals to 13. So this is all about the first sub question. So pause the video to note it down. Well, let us solve the second sub question of the third main. So see here, the question is the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees and find them. So what is the meaning of supplementary here? Supplementary angle, I hope you all know this. So the sum of two angles is equals to 180 degrees. So for those two angles, we say that they are supplementary to each other. So now see here, let the larger angle equal to x. Let the larger angle which is equal to x degrees. It is x degrees, and then the smaller angle equal to the smaller angle which is equals to y degrees, the smaller angle which is equals to y degrees. Then now according to the question, see here, supplementary angles means sum of the two angles must be 180 degree. So x plus y which is equals to 180, x plus y which is equals to 180 degrees, call this as equation number 1. And then he said the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. So which is the larger angle now? It is x which is equals to exceeds the smaller by 18. That means we have to add 18 to the smaller angle. We get y plus 18 plus 18. I call this as equation number 2. So now substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Substitute 2 in 1. Substitute 2 in 1. So we get, so here in place of x I have to write y plus 18. So it is y plus 18 which is equals to y plus 18 plus y which is equals to 180. So now y plus y will be 2y which is equals to 180 minus 18. So 2y which is equals to 162. So now y which is equals to 162 divided by 2. So y which is equals to 81. So we have got the value of y. Now put y equal to 81 in equation number 2. We get the value of y, x. Put y which is equals to 81 in equation 2. So we get x which is equals to y plus 18. So y it is 81 plus 18. It is 18. So x which is equals to 81 plus 18 will be 99. It will be 99. So this is the value of x. Therefore larger angle which is equals to 99 degrees, and then smaller angle which is equal to 81 degrees. So this is all about the second sub question of the third main. So let us solve the third sub question. The coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for 3,800 rupees. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for 1,750 rupees. Then find the cost of each bat and each ball. So here we don't know the cost of one bat and the cost of one ball. So here what I do is I consider the cost of one bat as x rupees and the cost of one ball as y rupees. See here, let the cost of one bat, which is equals to rupees x, and then the cost of one ball which is equals to rupees y. So now according to the question, See there, coach buys 7 bats and 6 balls. That means 7x plus 6y, which is equals to 3800. I call this as equation number 1. Then later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls. That means 3x plus 5y plus 5y, which is equals to 1750. 750. This is equation number 2. So now from equation 1, let us separate x, or you can separate y also. Both the ways we can solve the problem. So x, which is equals to 3800 minus 6y divided by 7. So call this as equation number 3. Then substitute equation 3 in equation number 1. Substitute 3 in 2. 3 in 2. So now 7 in place of x. In place of x, we have substitute 3 into. So see here, 3 times in place of x, I have to write equation 3. So we get 3800 minus 6y divided by 7 then plus 5y which is equals to 1750. Now here we have to take up the LCM, and 7 will be multiplied with 5y, and then at the same time 3 must be multiplied with these two terms. So now 3 into 3800 will be 11400, then minus 3 into 6y will be 18y plus 7 must be multiplied with 5y. So we get 35y, then whole divided by 7, which is equals to 1750. Then here 11,400 plus how much we get now, 35y minus 18y will give us 17y, which is equals to, now take 7 to the RHS, it will be multiplied with this term. We get 12,250. So now 17y, which is equals to take 11,400 to the RHS. So it is 12,250 minus 11,400 17y, which is equals to, so we get 850. So now y, which is equals to 850 divided by 17. So y, which is equals to 50. So this is the value of y. So now substitute y equal to 50 in equation number 3. So put y, which is equals to 50 in equation 3, in equation number 3. So x, which is equals to 3800 minus 6 into 50 divided by 7. So now x is equals to 3800 minus 300 divided by 7. So 3800 divided minus 300 will be 3500. Now divided by 7. 3500 divided by 7, x which is equals to 500. X which is equals to 500. So this is the value of x. So and this is the value of y. So the cost of one bat it is 500 rupees and the cost of one ball it is 50 rupees. So this is all about the third sub question. Well, take the fourth sub question as an assignment. So I will be solving the fifth one. So the question is, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, and then if 3 is added to both NR and DR, means numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. So see here. So we don't know the fraction now. That means, so I consider the fraction as x by y, where x is the numerator and y is the denominator. So let the fraction be, let the fraction be x by y. So I have taken the fraction as x by y. So now see here, according to the question, according to the question, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. So the fraction is x by y. So I have to add 2 to the numerator. It becomes x plus 2. Then 2 to the denominator, y plus 2, which is equals to 9 by 11. It becomes 9 by 11 means it must be there in the right hand side. Now go for the cross multiplication. So we get 11x plus 22, which is equals to 9y, plus 18. 9y plus 18. So now this can be written as, so 11x minus 9y, take 22 to the RHS, it becomes minus 22. So 18 minus 22 will be minus 4. So now this is our equation number 1. And then now you go for the second case, and see here, if 3 is added to both the NR and DR, that is numerator and denominator, we get x plus 3 divided by y plus 3, which is equals to, it becomes 5 by 6. It must be there in the right hand side. It is 5 by 6. So now go for the cross multiplication. 6 must be multiplied with x plus 3 and 5 must be multiplied with y plus 3. We get 6x plus 18, which is equals to 5y plus 15. 5y plus 15. So now rearrange the terms here. We get 6x minus 5y, which is equals to, so now take 18 to the RHS, it becomes 15 minus 18 will be minus 3. So call this as equation number 2. So now from the equation 1, separate x term or y term. So I will be separating x term now. From equation 1, x which is equals to, take minus 9y to the RHS, it becomes plus 9y. So 9y minus 4 divided by 11, call this as 3. So substitute 3 into, equation 3 in 2. So now 6, in place of x, write this one now. We get 9y minus 4 divided by 11, then minus 5y, which is equals to minus 3, Now we have to take up the LCM, at the same time multiply 6 with these two terms. So how much we get now? 54y minus 24, then 11 will be multiplied with y. We get minus 55y, then whole divided by 11, which is equals to minus 3. Then simplify this further. See here, 54y minus 55y will give us minus y. So minus y, and then minus 24, which is equals to, and take 11 to the RHS, it will be multiplied with 3, we get minus 33. Then minus y, which is equals to minus 33, then plus 24, then minus y, which is equals to minus 9, then y, which is equals to 9. Minus and minus get cancels, we get the value of y. So now substitute y equal to 9 in equation number 3, we get the value of x. So put y, which is equals to 9 in 3, in equation number 3. Then x is equals to 9 into 9 minus 4 divided by 11. So x is equals to 81, x which is equals to 81 minus 4 divided by 11, then x which is equals to 81 minus 4 will be 77 divided by 11. X is equals to 7. So we have got the value of x. Now what is the fraction now? It is x by y. Therefore the fraction is equals to, the fraction which is equals to x by y, that is 7 divided by 9. So this is the required fraction. So this is all about the fifth sub question. Well, so let us solve the last question of the exercise 3.3. 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son, and then 5 years ago Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? So here we don't know the present age of Jacob and his son. So I take the present age of Jacob as x years and the present age of his son as y years, and then we get 2 cases. So we will go for the solution. Let the present age of Jacob equal to x years. And then the present age of his son, is equals to y years. So now according to question, so what is the first case? 5 years hence means after 5 years. So 5 years later, after 5 years. So after 5 years, so x plus 5. After 5 years means we have to add 5 to the present age of Jacob, and then here we have to add 5 to the present age of his son. So we get y plus 5. So this is after 5 years. Now after 5 years the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of. So age of Jacob will be x plus 5 3 times that of his son's age. So now x plus 5, which is equals to, multiply 3 inside the bracket, we get 3y plus 15. So now this can be written as x minus 3y, which is equals to, take 5 to the RHS, it becomes minus 5, we get 10. I call this as equation number 1. We have to go for the second case now, that is 5 years ago. So here second case will be 5 years ago. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, that means x minus 5, and here it has to be y minus 5. We have to subtract 5 to the present age of Jacob and 5 to the present age of his son. So now 5 years ago, the Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So which is equals to 7 times, means we have to multiply by 7. So x minus 5, write it as it is, then 7 multiply inside the bracket, we get 7y minus 35. So x minus 7y, which is equals to, take minus 5 to the RHS, it becomes plus 5. So minus 35 plus 5 will be minus 30. I call this as equation number 2. So now from equation 1, let us separate x. So here from equation 1, x is equals to, x which is equals to 3y plus 10. Call this as equation number 3. Substitute 3 in equation 2. So substitute 3 in 2. So in place of x, I write 3y plus 10. 3y plus 10, then write minus 7y as it is, minus 7y, which is equals to minus 30. Then 3y minus 7y will be minus 4y, which is equals to minus 30 plus 10, minus 30 minus 10. Take plus 10 to the RHS, it becomes minus 10. Then minus 4y, which is equals to minus 40. Then simplify this further. So we get y which is equals to minus 40 divided by minus 4. So y is equals to, minus by minus it is plus, so we get 10. So this is the value of y. That means the present age of his son is 10 years. Substitute y equal to 10 in equation 3, we get the value of x. Put y equal to 10 in 3. So x is equals to 3 into y. Y it is 10. 3 into 10 plus 10. Then x is equals to 30 plus 10, x which is equals to 40. What is x now? The present age of Jacob. So at the end we have to write, therefore present age of Jacob, that is x, which is equals to 40 years. And then present age of his son, that is y, which is equals to 10, years. So this is all about the sixth sub question. So with this we have completed the exercise 3.3.